This conference will now be recorded.
If you see, actually, we have selected workspace as in D directory, my workspace folder for your workspace. Workspace means what? Actually, where all your projects will be stored on your machine, basically. Okay. Now, launch. Launch means it will start. It will take D workspace as the D my workspace as the default workspace, and then it will be there. And use this as default. Yeah, click on it. From next time, you will not be able to see this pop-up screen. Automatically, it will go to that workspace and it will go inside. Yeah, launch. What did we do? We checked environment variable setup, whether we checked whether Java is installed, whether Maven is installed. Okay, and then we have created a separate workspace. We haven't taken the default workspace. We have created a separate workspace, and then we launched the Anypoint Studio. What is the configuration of your system, Praveen?
4 GB Windows 10.
4 GB RAM will be very slow. Already I told you in the initial sessions itself, it should be at least 8 GB. Okay, right? Yeah. See, now it took a lot of time for you, right? Generally 4 GB RAM, it will be very slow. Suggestible is 8 GB RAM. If possible, extend your memory. Okay. If it's working, that's fine, but it will test your patience. You will not be able to. Exactly. See, now you have come to the Anypoint Studio environment, basically, right now. Now, what is the next step? You wanted to create a Hello World project, right? What is the next step?
We have to create new project file.
Yeah, file. Yeah, do that. Do that.
ప్రీవియస్ గా నాకు ఇలా రాలేదు సార్. న్యూల్ ప్యాలెట్ ఒకటే వచ్చింది. న్యూల్ ప్యాలెట్ కూడా లేదు, ఓన్లీ కన్సోల్ అది ఉంది.
Maybe actually for loading it will take a lot of time. See, because your memory is less, right? Yeah, that is the reason for loading it may take some time. But you will not be able to practice, Praveen. Actually, it would be very difficult. Honestly, I'm saying. Okay. Extend your memory at least 8 GB. Ideally, Mulesoft suggests 16 GB actually, but 8 GB is manageable. See, for example, like my system is 16 GB. Okay, that's the reason. For example, like if I am training with 4 GB RAM, right? For just opening itself, it will take half an hour time. Okay. And for writing Hello World application, it will take another half an hour, because it will test your patience. You'll not be able to actually practice. You'll be just waiting. You're clicking on something and you'll be waiting. Okay. Just scroll it up. Scroll it up. Come down. Come down. Still come down. Come down. Come down. Still. Okay. Just move that screen above. Continue to studio. Click on continue to studio. See, this screen should come immediately. You got it? What happened? What happened? It took a lot of time to load that screen, and it came after some time.
I will change.
Okay. Yeah. That's the reason I suggest you to extend your memory. That would be better. Okay. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Now create. See, now Mule palette is empty, right? You can't see anything right now.
Yeah.
Please observe people all. Okay, and give some name. Yeah, anything. See, one more thing you people have to keep in mind. Never keep your names in the capital letters. Okay, project names. Now you are writing, right, demo test. Once you enter into the project exactly, maybe there are certain projects, right? For example, please see the naming convention what they have used and follow the same naming conventions. And whenever I write something, you please check it out. I always write in the small letters. Okay, now demo test. Clear, right? Next, what is the option you have to select? Okay, finish. Yes. Yeah, finish. No, wait. It's loading. Don't worry. For at least temporarily, Praveen, arrange one laptop for 8 GB. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you might have missed that first 1 or 2 sessions where I have told the requirements actually. What are the hardware?
From third day onwards.
Come again.
I joined from third day onwards, sir.
Okay.
First day
I have
onwards.
explained like what is the software requirement, what is the hardware requirement. I explained everything exactly. At least please go through the earlier videos, then you will understand.
Okay.
Click on finish once again. See, without opening the project or creating the project, you will not be able to see Mule palette actually. Mule palette will be empty. Once you click on finish, then a project will be created and you will be able to see the Mule palette options also there. See, this is the problem. See, for example, like now you have seen, right, how much time it is taking for creating a small project only. It's not a heavy project. For example, like think you are working on a heavy project. How much time it will take? You will be not able to focus on the work. You have to just wait for this. You should click on something and you should wait for it. Just wait for some time. We'll at least start it, right? We'll see exactly how a project will be created, and then at least if I make someone of you to work on it, uh, in my system, it didn't take that much time, Praveen, if you observe. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
See, I'm just comparing. Don't think like I'm pointing it out exactly. Okay, I'm just comparing. If you have the better configuration system, what happens? It will be easier for you to practice. Now see, you clicked on finish. It took around 1.5–2 minutes to load the project. Now it's created.
Yes.
And you able to see you able to see the Mule palette there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we should do for Hello World project?
We have to create flows.
Flow or directly drag and drop listener.
Yeah.
Already right side listener is there. See there, or you can search there. Just drag and drop listener. I see without keeping flow also automatically a flow is generated. I already told this option, right? If you remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now click on that listener. Yeah, it's opening. Wait. Yeah. Click on that plus icon. We don't have any configuration. That's the reason connector configuration. It's not there. We have to create a new one. Click on plus symbol next to that. Connector configuration opposite plus. Okay, keep it default. Okay, 8081 port, and we are using localhost HTTP protocol. Keep as it is and click on OK. don't think as a it as a time waster. Please observe very keenly, because I have done this, but still I'm guiding you people to do this, because see what happens, you don't know where the option is, where to go, what to do. All these will be what to say, you'll be coming it to handy if you practice. That's the reason I am again guiding Praveen also here. What we will do, we will just create a hello world project and try to deploy it here basically. But bear for some time, because it is a little bit slow, and if you finish it off, it will be good.
Sir, here if any feature missed, what we have to do, sir? Means a
What
console
feature
or,
will be missing?
if any, means a console or a mule palette.
Yeah, I'll tell you, don't worry. We'll tell that in the coming sessions. Again, if I tell all those things also, you'll be confused. Don't worry. By default, everything will be coming in. Okay, if you close it, what happens? If you want, for example, if you close it, for example, like console, you closed it, how to do, what to do to recover it exactly, I'll tell you, don't worry, in the coming sessions. Now, path, give the path, slash, okay, a demo, or whatever path you want for your project, you can give it. But for a simple purpose, we are using it. Now, click on the canvas area, click on that white space. White space means canvas area. Wherever you're dragging and dropping, that is canvas area. Left side is package explorer, right side is mule palette. Yeah, whenever I tell you like go to mule palette, you have to go to the right side. Whenever I tell you to go to the package explorer, you have to go to the left side. Whenever I tell you to go to canvas area, it is in the middle of the screen. Okay. Now your listener configure, you dragged and dropped listener, and you configured listener. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now what is the next step?
I have to use a payload.
Yeah, right. What is the component used?
Set payload.
Set payload. Yeah, take it, drag and drop it. And what is the message I am expecting?
Hello world.
Hello world. Okay. Now we should go switch into literal mode. Literal mode. Yeah. Because I wanted to hard code the value hello world. Yes or no? Okay. Yes. Click on that. FX. Once again. FX. Now keep hello world. Now just click on that white space, canvas white space. In the top, if you see under navigate, save button is highlighted. Top, navigate button. Space, save, under that, save. Yes, save button, under that. See, shortcut is Control S, or you can click on this. And one more option is also there. Go to file. Here also you'll get save. How to save project or save the work which you have done? Go to file, save, or directly Control S, or click on the save button. These are the three options to save. Okay. Now, your project is ready. Yes, it's ready for deployment. Just right click in the canvas area, right click, run project. See, if you see the console, all the steps, whatever you are doing, all the steps will be visible there under console. Very, very important thing, make sure you have the proper configuration laptops. Then it would be easier for you to practice. See, the tool is very easy because you have seen now you have built one Hello World project. In behind the scenes, a lot of things are happening. Okay, you are not bothered or worried about that particular thing. That's why Mulesoft is very, very popular, and it is easier to understand and learn also. And did you install Postman?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah. In the meantime, open Post. Now, how to make the URL for this? We'll do that. In the meantime, it will be the project is getting deployed, right? In the meantime, what we will do, we will set the URL by writing in the Postman. How we will write? Actually, what is the things we have given in the listener for configuration? The same has to be reflected over here also in the Postman URL. Wait, maybe it's loaded. But while doing, you'll get lot of doubts. Exactly. That's the reason always I have told in the initial session also, we have to follow LPP. LPP means learn, practice, practice. You'll be learning from me, obviously. And for second step is practice. Third step is also practice. Then only you will be able to learn software, any software. It's not only Mulesoft or something. Any software, if you want to learn, that's the way. Whenever you observe, like in our school ages and all, if you see maths, you'll not get it. If you practice it, then only you'll get it. But there are some subjects, if you just read it, you'll get it. But it's software, right? Always you have to practice to get it mastery. Now, okay, fine. It's open, right? I'm Praveen.
Yes, sir.
It's asking for enter request URL. Get, see method, what is the method? Leave default, get only. Now, what is the URL actually? I have written. What is the protocol used in listener? If you remember, HTTP, right?
Yes, sir.
Colon, /, where your application is deployed. Local host, right? Local host means is local machine, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, local host. Instead of, see, already we tried with local host. What I will do now, keep 0.0.0.0 instead of local host. 0 point 0 point 0. Okay, right, correct. Next, what is the path you have given in the listener?
Demo.
If you remember, demo. Give it demo. Is your path set? Is your URL set? Where is the port? Colon.
I have to give.
No, 0.0. No space. Colon. What is the port used in your listener?
8081.
Yeah, perfect. Now see, first is what is the protocol used? And what is the where your application is deployed, colon your port number, then path.
Path.
Yeah, it's clear now.
Yes, sir.
How to form a URL? This is the way. Now go to AnyPoint Studio. Your application is deployed.
Yes.
It's done, right? Now you hit on that Postman. Go to Postman and hit the request now. What is happening? Yeah, you got the response. Hello world.
Yes, sir.
Is it working?
Working.
Yeah, fine. Is everyone clear, or any queries still now? See, don't keep any work pending. I'm telling. If you keep in the initial first 5 to 10 classes, right? You people have to be more active, and you people have to spend more time. Once you are used to the tool, right? Then it will take less time for you to understand and then practice exactly. But initially, you need at least for 1 hour session, you need to spend 2 hours in your free time. 1 hour session, you have to spend 2 hours for understanding, for practicing, and if there are any queries, again note those queries, and you can ask me in the next session. Then only you will understand and you will be able to do it faster. Okay, Praveen?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now I will stop and I will take the charge. I'll share my screen. Is my screen visible? Okay, and yeah, yesterday what did we discuss actually? We discussed the same installation of AnyPoint Studio and Postman and what is the query param, and we have developed a project related to that. And this we haven't implemented, develop Mule app based on URI and query params basically. This is not implemented. Okay, and query param obviously you know, and we have taken an example and we have done it. Okay, now coming to today's session. Do you people have time actually? Today I can extend my session till maybe required, if required, 9:15 also. Is anyone having issue? Because I can take because now almost half an hour went in just showing the Hello World application now, right? That half an hour I'll cover actually because I have time today. I can take up to 9 to 9:15 also. Any issue for you people? Okay, okay, then I will take the session until I wanted to finish these all exactly. Okay, that's the reason. Now, see, if you see, what is the agenda for today? We are going to see just give me a moment. See, if you see, we have developed a project based on URI param separately and query param separately. I just wanted to develop a project which has both the things. We will see that today. The same project has to have availability of URI param and query param. That's the thing exactly. Next, immediately I want to explain the Mule project structure. I want to explain the Mule 4.x project structure. Okay, 4.x is nothing but the version we are learning basically. The runtime you have seen, right? 4.4. For above 4, the project structure is similar. That's the reason I am telling 4.x exactly. And what is POM and what is its structure, and then how to add modules in AnyPoint Studio. We'll cover all these things. Actually, most probably it will be, this is hands-on exercise and all these are theory. Theory means, but this is very, very important. You should know the project structure and you should know what is the POM and what is its structure exactly, and then how to add modules in the AnyPoint Studio. For example, like if you don't have HTTP listener, then how to add it. For example, if you don't have HTTP module, you don't have it, how to add it. If you don't have database module, how to add that. That adding module we'll be seeing in today's session. Okay, now I'll open my AnyPoint Studio. But before that, actually, like I just wanted to, we are thinking of developing a Mule project, right? Based on URI and query params. I'll tell the, I'll explain the requirement, and then we'll go to the actual project implementation. See, first URI params have to be passed. Name and city. Okay, and query params state and country. Okay, now my requirement is output. What should be the output? Actually, it should take name and city from URI params and state and country from query params. It should come like this. I passed name as Mahesh, for example, Mahesh. From, okay, colon, for example, like take it as Hyderabad. Comma, state, Telangana, comma, country, India. See, where are you getting the values from? Mahesh, you are getting from URI params. Hyderabad, you are getting from URI params. State, Telangana, from query parameters. Country, India from where? Query params, exactly. Okay. For example, if I change it to Praveen, name as Praveen. Now I am Praveen from city. He is from, let's think he is from Bangalore. City is Bangalore. Obviously state will be passing Karnataka. Country is same only. If I change the values, automatically it should change. The output should change. That's the motto behind this particular thing. And we are writing it dynamically. Now this is the output I require and how to achieve this. Now in the same project, we are having the combination of URI params plus query params. This is the Mulesoft project about exactly. I'll go to AnyPoint Studio. See, if you observe yesterday, in the same project itself, under params, we have created one configuration XML params. Under one configuration XML, we have URI params flow and query params flow. You understood, right? Shall I create another project or shall I create another flow here itself? You please people tell me, then I'll proceed.
Another flow.
Separate flow?
Yes, sir.
Or shall I create a new project?
Another flow.
Another project? Okay, fine.
Another flow.
Yeah, I'll create another project. See here. Praveen, actually, when you are doing, see my project names exactly. I always kept it as small letters only. See, if you see one more thing, if you observe, This open icon is highlighted. Open icon. It means that the project is open. How to close that? Just right click on it. Close project. If you right click and do close project, automatically the files related to this particular project will be automatically closed. And if you see, there is no expansion icon here. How to open it? Double click it. And no files are open. Now you can go inside. It is opening. And you people observed, for doing the same thing, Praveen's system is taking a lot of time. Why? I told you the configuration. Even if your system is of the same configuration, it would be very difficult to practice. But mine, if you see, it's a little bit faster, right? Comparatively. How to close a project? Right click, close project. That's it. For example, like you have 10 projects here. I don't want to, I'm working on only one project. What you can do? You can close all other 9 projects and keep only one project open. Now I want to close this also. Is anything open? Nothing. If you want to open the project, right click, open project, or double click on it. 2 options will work. Got it right? There are even developers, so many developers in the real time, they don't know these options. Okay, that's the reason. Always keep these options in mind and practice immediately. These are all very, very small options, but will be very handy. Now, next thing is we have to create a new project. File, go to file, go to new, Mule project. We'll name it as URI query params. Okay, and I selected. I have only 4.4.0 enterprise edition basically, and then I selected already, and then clicking on finish. See, it is created very, very faster. Okay, right now. If you observe, I'll be repeating something. Don't worry about it, because I just wanted you people to understand, and it has to go into your mind. That's the reason. Configuration XML is created automatically with the name of same project name, URI-query-params basically, and it is empty. There is no flows. What we will do, if you check here, see here, this part is known as modules. Under modules, actually we'll have connectors. For example, like if I click on HTTP module, what are all available connectors here? Request, listener, load static, basic filter. Under HTTP module, we have all those. There are certain modules which are not available in this section. Then what we will do, we'll go to add modules and do that exactly. I'll show you in the last part of this session, but for now, keep this as under palette. We have on the left side, we have modules. In the right side, we'll have the components related to that particular module. For example, you clicked on it, sockets, you'll be seeing the modules related to it. And if I search here, you'll be seeing the search information. What is core? What is HTTP? What are the favorites and all? We'll see. And whenever we are adding modules, right, at that point of time, I'll explain you. Don't worry. Now, what is the first step? I should configure the listener, right? I'm just dragging and dropping it. Automatically, flow is generated. And I wanted to change the flow name also. I just wanted to keep it as params-flow, for example. I changed it. There are no listener configurations, and that's the reason, obviously, we have to create the listener. But for params project, if you remember, for the second flow, already it is there in the global element of that particular project, and that came in drop down. These are very, very small things you have to observe. I already explained that also, but you have to keep these things in mind. But here we don't have any listener configuration. That's why we have to create it. I'm keeping it default. Now, if you observe, Praveen used 0.0.0.0. Then also we got the output, if you remember, basically. Why I wantedly asked Praveen to keep it 0.0.0.0, because it works. Local host will work as well as this particular configuration also will work. I just wanted to show that. That's the reason I asked Praveen to keep it zeros. Listener is created, and in a flow also listener configuration is done. Now I have to give path. I'm just giving sample as the path. Okay. And I have to give URI params. Two I should receive. What is the requirement? I should receive two URI params, right? If you remember, name and city. Okay. What is the syntax actually? Flower braces, name, flower braces, city in the path. Right? I saved it. Okay. But three params, where do you pass? In the postman itself, not here basically. Okay, it will understand as soon as you receive it. Now, what is the next step? Logger. This is just for showing you people basically. What is the next step?
Hello.
Set payload. Yeah. What is the next step? I'm keeping again logger. Observe. See here. I dragged out of it a separate flow is generated. Okay, I'm deleting it. How to delete that? Select that. Delete it. And one more thing, I have some unsaved work here. I haven't saved. This save is highlighted, and you can see a star here. Whenever you have something to save, it will show like that. Please observe that. Okay, for example, like if I saved it now, this is gone. Again, I am doing something. Okay, if there are changes to be saved, then again that star mark will come. Now I am dragging and dropping logger. Observe it. I haven't saved it. That's the reason it is still that star mark is seen there. Okay. I just one more point I wanted to let you know people here. You haven't configured anything, but you just dragged and dropped and your project is ready. Okay. That's the specialty of Mulesoft. Means just small configurations you have to go inside and do it. Okay, if you do that, your project is over. But for complex projects, obviously you'll be having some work, but I'm telling that's the beauty of it. Okay, right. Now, what do you want to check here? I want to check the payload. Only payload. Always you'll be checking only payload or what? You can check anything, whatever you want. But payload is the most important message to be processed. That's the reason we always check for payload. And what is the thing I wanted to check after the set payload? Again, payload only. That's the reason I'm setting it as, I'm going to expression mode and setting it as payload. I'm saving at every point of time, if you see. Okay, right. Now, this is the crucial part. You need to write the expression, right? Exactly for receiving the whole message. What is the message? I am. We should receive I am from hard coding, Mahesh from URI params, and from city will be from again hard code expression, Hyderabad from URI params. This way we have to write the expression now. What I will do, I am erasing this. Just give me a moment. I'm getting a call. Sorry for that. Just give me a moment. I'll answer that and I'll get back. Yeah, sorry. See, I erased everything here. Now what I have to do? Right, I am. Okay. This is hard coding basically. What is the next step? I need some space, right? That's the reason before this only I'm keeping it space. Okay. From where is the name coming from? URI params, right? Attributes dot next what?
Payload. URI
Attributes. See, spelling wrong. Where is attributes exactly? Under payload only. Sorry. Under message. Message consists of payload and attributes. Okay. If you want to extract the mule event attributes from mule event, what you should do? Message dot attributes. But I already told you, without writing message also we can write directly attributes, already written. Now under attributes, what I want right now, I want name. Name, where is it? URI params or query params? URI params, right? URI here. URI params, because I am Mahesh. That's the reason under URI params, what is that? Name, right? Now again plus concatenate. I am Mahesh. It's done. But after that, what is the message we wanted to do? From city colon. From city colon. This is the message which has to be there. Next, immediately plus. Another thing is there in URI params only, right? The city. Control C. What I am doing? Control V. It will work actually. Control C, copying. Control V for pasting. It will work here, but not name, right? City. After this, plus comma state, right? Colon. I'm concatenating the messages exactly. Why I wanted to show this exactly, I'm working on the combination. That's the reason I'm just showing. It's a sample basically, but the same thing only. But earlier ones is a little bit easier, but here it is becoming a little bit complex. If I click on this, okay, now state is over. State, where is it coming from? Attributes dot query params, right? Query params dot state. Immediately again I am concatenating country. Country colon. And where is country coming from? Again, query parameters. I'm not writing, I'm just copying and pasting it, but not state, country here. Now, will I receive the message what I wanted exactly? Most probably. Okay, let's see. Now, I saved it already. I right click, run project. In the meantime, what we will do, we'll go to Postman and click on this plus icon to create a new request. Okay, http://localhost. If you see here, it's coming already. Now, what is the listener configuration I have given for the path? First sample, then name, then city. Sample, then name. For example, I am giving my name itself, Mahesh, and Hyderabad as a city. And then I want to pass query parameters. What did I tell you? Query parameter starts with question mark. For example, if you see, there is a tab called params also. If you see params here, what happens? You can pass query params under param section also. Authorization, headers, body, all these things. Earlier, I wrote in the URL itself, but now what I will do, I will give the values under param section. What values I have to give? What is the key? State. What is the state of Hyderabad? Telangana, right? Yeah, Telangana. Now another, automatically if you see in URL itself, it's getting question mark state. Otherwise I can give directly also here. What I will do, I will do one more thing here. And I'm giving it in URL, automatically it will be coming under param section of here, basically. See, country equal to India. If I write in the URL, in the param section under query params, it will come automatically. If I write here, it will come here in the URL also. Okay, vice versa. Okay, just observe this exactly. Now let's see whether our application is deployed or not. And then where we will see, we have to go to console and then see, okay, it is deployed. Okay, now what should we do? We should hit it and test it. I'm getting the output. Yes, see here. This is the output. But if you see, I am Mahesh, but whether you're getting a space here, no. But here I'm getting space. Here proper. Here I'm not getting the space. What is the problem? The set payload. Where I'm not getting the space? Mahesh and from. I'm not giving space here. I am Mahesh, I have given space here if you remember. But here I haven't given space. That's the reason, and it's, you can give it space. Now I made a change. I'm saving it. Control S. Again, if you see in the console, this is the power of build automatically. I already told that. I'm repeating just once again. Whenever I get an opportunity, I will repeat the things. Started. It means it's ready. If I hit now, you see the space, right? I am Mahesh from city Hyderabad, state Telangana, country India. It means that I'm able to access both URI params here and query params. URI params are defined in the listener section. Okay, query params are defined in a Postman. Okay, Please observe the difference. Okay, right. Whenever you wanted to define URI params, you have to do it in the listener configuration part. Okay, whenever you wanted to do it in the query params, you have to do it here. Basically, this is the thing. Are you people clear? Clear, right? Because see why I took why I took so much of time, because these if we know to how to extract exactly like something from a mule event, obviously some major part of the work is done. Most of the times you will be extracting the mule event, you will be writing some expressions and all. Exactly, that's the thing. Okay, that's the reason I'm spending some time here. First, what we have done, we have learned about query params, URI params. We have done a project on it, and we have taken query params. We have done a project on it. Now we are doing a combination of it. Okay, right. Fine. Now, this part is over. We'll go to Mule4 project structure. See, whenever you're creating any project under Mule4, right? This Mule4. Okay. Okay. Yeah, before proceeding that, I just wanted to show one more thing basically for you people. Okay. For example, like you don't know what is the version of AnyPoint Studio you're working in, basically. Okay, whenever you're launching, whenever you're clicking on your AnyPoint Studio, you can see that. For example, like I exit. Okay, now I just wanted to open AnyPoint Studio. Here you can see what is the version. See, your friends or your colleagues or someone may ask you what is the version you are working on, basically. Now, while launching, you can see 7.12. For example, you launched it and you didn't observe which version are you working in, basically. Where can you find that? I'll show that option. Okay, fine. Now, click on help. Now, whether you are able to see in which version you are working in, no, you are not able to see somewhere here. But if you go to help option about AnyPoint Studio, you will be able to see what is AnyPoint Studio version 7.12.0. You can tell 7.12. And one more thing, they may be asking for runtime version, basically. Runtime version is 4.4, right? How do you know that? While creating file new, see here. This is the runtime which you are working on you currently, 4.4.0. Yeah, just give me a moment. I'll plug in the charging. Yeah, fine. See. Yeah, see, whenever people ask you for the studio or AnyPoint Studio version, go to help about AnyPoint Studio and you can see the version over here. Okay, and whenever people ask for the runtime on what you are working, just go to file, fuel project, and then you can see the runtimes here. You can tell them exactly. Okay, fine. There may be other ways also, but these are the faster ways to do that exactly. Now see, before that, I just want to tell this exactly, because these are very small things. People will be, whenever, for example, like your colleague came in to the call and she asked you to tell me about the what is a version which you are working in, Anypoint Studio version or runtime version, you'll be getting tensed. No need to worry. Just these are small things which people will easily catch us exactly. Okay, that's the reason we should know all these small things also. Now coming to, if you create project, right, what happens automatically? A project structure is getting created. I told you this is created with the help of Maven, right? I told you Maven will automatically create a project structure and will keep it ready. When and where required, we'll use the corresponding modules of the project basically. If you see, there is a project name, under that src main mule, under that src main Java, src main resources, src test Java, src test resources, src test munit, and your connectors, your library, all the libraries which what we are using from JDK, actually all are available here, and your runtime version also, all the jars related to that, and your connectors, HTTP connector and sockets, and again you have another src which is not of much importance here basically, and you have a target folder. I'll explain each and everything here basically, and mostly used things in the real-time project. See, if you see, automatically a configuration XML with the project name is created here, where src main mule. Whenever you wanted to create flows or create configuration XMLs, where it will be storing under src main mule. This is the project structure. Src means source, main means main folder. Under main folder, we'll be having a mule folder. Okay, under that, your configuration XMLs will be created. In configuration XMLs, we'll be having the flows. See, this is one flow. Now, for example, I just dragged and dropped another flow is created. I'll go here. See, another flow is created. Okay. I told you configuration XML can have multiple flows, right? How to delete? Delete. Yeah. Now I saved. For example, like if I want to create another configuration XML file, I can create here basically. How to create that? Right click, new, mule configuration file. I'm giving the name as global connectors, for example. It's created where under main mule only basically. All your main flows and configurations files will be under src main mule. This is the actual project area basically. Okay, the same way, whenever you have Java related things, that will be storing under Java. 85 to 90% of the time, you will not be getting any content related to this particular Java basically. Most probably will be working on this area, just drag and drop. Even for Java also, a Java developer will be there. He will be writing the code, and we will place that code here, and then we'll utilize in our project. You will not be writing the Java code. If you know writing the Java code also, you see, obviously if you have multiple skills, you'll be having a great demand in the market. But if you don't know Java also, as a Mulesoft developer, that's fine. Okay, whenever there is something which cannot be achieved through mule functionality with drag and drop, then we will write Java code. When we write Java code, for example, we will not be writing. Java developer will write the Java code, and he will be giving that code. That will be stored under src main Java folder, and then we can call into our flows basically. We will see that how to call here, how to use that and all exactly. We have some connectors here. We'll see that in the later parts of the session basically. Okay, don't worry. Any Java related things will be stored under here. Okay, right. Next, there is another folder called src main resources. If you see, src main is common here, only resources is different. Here also src main is common, Java is different. Here also src main is common, mule is different basically. It means that it's a folder. Under src we'll have main folder, under main folder we'll have mule. Here src underscore main Java, src main same, only resources. Okay, under resources, what all the things will be available? Your logging, I just told you, right? Logging, that logging file and application types. Whenever you design your RAML, right, in the design center, that particular aspect also will be stored under API basically. What are all the resources? What are all the resources required for this executing this particular flows and configuration files basically? All these resources can be saved under src main resources. Okay. For now, keep that all the resources will be kept under src main resources for executing the main flows basically. And test Java. See, while I already told you we will write munits for testing, right? Basically, in Mulesoft itself. That part, whenever we wanted to write munits, that part will be saved under src test munits. The same way, main flows will be generated here. Test flows will be generated and stored under src test munit. The resources related to testing, right, that will be saved under src test resources. Okay, the resources related to testing will be saved here. The resources related to main flow will be stored here. For example, like if you want to write the test related to Java, then we have a separate src test Java. Most probably in the real-time world, I have seen these things very less basically. Okay, nowadays, because your Mulesoft Anypoint Studio is becoming intelligent enough, and most of the functionality we are able to achieve through Anypoint Studio itself. That's the reason there is no need of doing it separately. Java. See, the main motto of any tool is to reduce the coding work basically. We are doing that exactly. Whenever it is not achievable, then we may go for coding. But that also a separate developer will be available and he will take care of the coding, and we will use that coding in Anypoint Studio. That's the motto. Now, I just dragged, see, automatically HTTP is available, sockets is available. That also here we can see here. Jars related to that particular module. Jars related to that module. Don't worry about these things, but it will be whenever you drag and drop something. For example, like I dragged just now I was telling add modules, right? I'll just show you now. Just add modules. I want data. I wanted to connect to a database basically. I just drag and drop to the modules area. See here. That module also will be there in the project structure. Okay. Now under database module we have bulk insert, bulk update, all these things, all these operations are available. All these connectors are available here. Okay. Whenever we want to drag and drop something, we can drag and drop something here. Got it right? Whenever you add some module, that module also will be seen in the project structure. For example, I removed that. How to remove that? Right click, remove module. It is also removed from this particular project part basically. Okay, all your modules also will be available apart from your JRE system library and your runtime related libraries and all. Okay, this area no need to worry. Automatically it will be created basically. Okay, fine. Now this SRC ignore, no need to worry. Target actually. This target part, right? Whenever we use this target part, whenever we build it and keep it, right, there will be a jar file generated for your project. That jar file will be taken from this target folder and then we'll be sharing it to the other people, or we'll store it somewhere whenever we require basically. That I will show you whenever the context comes in. Okay, and mule artifact JSON. If you see here, what is the minimum mule version used? Basically the 4.4.0, right? That's the thing which is mentioned. On XML. Now we'll see what is POM and what is its structure exactly. Then we'll go to this pom.xml file and then clearly see basically. I'll go to the presentation. Any queries till now? Please confirm. Any queries till now? Okay. Okay. Shall I proceed? Okay, I'll be proceeding. Yeah. Thank you. This particular Mule 4.x project structure. Okay, this is also over. Now we'll go into what is POM and what is its structure. And already we have seen this particular add modules. This thing also, how to, whenever we don't have a module, how to add it or how to remove that. Okay, we have seen that also exactly. Now we'll see. It will take another 5 to 10 minutes to complete this particular POM thing. We'll finish off. Most probably within 5 minutes we'll finish it off. Okay. See, I just told you what is a POM file basically. It is the core element of Maven project. Okay, because already I told you Mule 4.x project is a Maven project. Core element means it is one of the most important elements of the project. That is the first sentence meaning. And what is the full form of POM? POM stands for Project Object Model. Project Object Model. See, it is the model of your whole project exactly. That's the meaning of it. It consists of pom.xml configuration file. If you see, pom.xml is there, configuration file is there. Where is it? Under the root element of your project exactly. Root means immediately. Under project itself, immediately it is there. You may be see different folders, but it is not in the, for example, like if you see your configuration in XML, under SRC, under main, under mule, it went. Root folder means main only. Under project itself, it is available. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. If pom.xml is under SRC main mule, whether it will work? No. Exactly. It should be under the root directory. Root means the same project directory itself. Pom.xml is always located in the root directory of project. Okay. And what does POM contains exactly? POM contains configuration details, dependencies, plugins. All these will be in the pom.xml. Okay, we'll go in detail what are all these things, and we'll see in the Anypoint Studio. Okay, see here. I just where pom.xml will be there. Any project, for example, I'll be closing this project right now. Save it. I'm just opening it. I double clicked on it and I'm opening it. If you see in the bottom, you will be seeing pom.xml for any project. For example, I'll go to this project, Hello World project. If someone asks you to open the pom.xml, what you should do? Directly open the project, go to bottom and open it. Exactly. If you okay, if you see params also, where is it? Bottom. Okay, now I just wanted to show you this pom.xml, right? I open this pom.xml, and if you see, ignore all these things. Don't worry about this. Okay, these are all default things which will be coming there. Okay, but these two are very, very important. We'll be seeing. If you observe group ID, group ID is nothing but, okay, it is the company's URL for downloading your dependencies and all. Exactly. Okay, it for company to company, it will be changing based on your company. Exactly, you go based on your project, this will be there. Group ID will be different basically. Okay, and artifact ID, if you see, with the help of group ID and artifact ID, your project will be unique. Under group ID, there is a project, actually artifact ID. Artifact ID is nothing but your project name only. See here, your project name is URI query params. Exactly. And even your artifact ID is also URI query params only. Okay, with the help of these two combination, we can identify your project is unique. With the same name, if you create another project, obviously it won't accept, it will show an error basically. Okay, that's the reason any project should be name should be unique. Here name and artifact ID is same only. And it is selling Mule application. Okay, now it has some properties. That properties will be defined automatically. Okay, and there are a build section. What are the plugins for build and all? Apache Maven plugins. Okay, Maven tools. Exactly, all those will be under build plugins. Exactly, but most of the time we are not going to do something with this particular build or this header part and this properties part. We are not going to do anything. Properties part, build part, we are not going to do anything. We'll be doing something related to dependencies. For example, come here. This section is very, very important. Whenever, if you see, just now I'm using HTTP module, right? That HTTP module is under dependency. See here, Mule HTTP connector. And there is another module called sockets. That is also under dependency. For example, like I'll go to flow. I will add DB also, add modules. Till now, that DB connector was not, DB module was not there under dependency. As soon as I added there, it came here basically. If you observe, see, most of the work will be done automatically. There are certain instances we have to do some aspects manually. Okay, that is the reason I am explaining this particular POM mode. As soon as you added that module, it is added as a dependency inside the pom.xml. Okay, most of the time we will be working on these dependencies also. How to work on all, I'll show you in the later part of the sessions. Don't worry. But just think that that dependency is added here. How? Group ID for that dependency, artifact ID for that dependency, and version. And it is automatically added to your pom.xml. Now, repositories, exactly. What are these repositories? From this Anypoint Exchange actually is a repository, and Mulesoft releases is another repository. Whenever there are updates and all, we can download automatically from these repositories. Actually, maybe the URLs or whatever dependencies we have, all those kind of things can be directly downloaded from this particular URLs. Basically, that's the reason repositories are also mentioned. Maybe this also will be varying from organization to organization. That part also I'll show you while working. And even the same way we have plugin repositories also. Okay, all these will be available, but mostly we'll be working on dependencies part and your artifact ID and name of the project, group ID. Rest of the things, if you don't understand also, that's not a big worry basically. But whenever we are doing something here, we will be changing like group ID, artifact ID and all. This is the pom structure. See, pom.xml is very important for any Maven project. A pom.xml will be created where it will be in the root directory of the project basically. And what it consists of? It consists of all the dependencies, all the properties, all the repository related information, your artifact ID, your group ID, your name of the project, all these will be available. See, name of the project and artifact ID are same. Okay, fine. This is related to pom.xml. We finished our pom.xml and its structure also today. Fine, right? Pom.xml contains configuration details, dependencies, plugins, even repositories also. You will understand all these one by one. Don't worry. If I use any new terminologies, don't worry if I'm not explaining at this point of time. In the later session, a later point of time, in the coming sessions, I will be explaining what is repository, what is a dependency, what is a configuration you might have already understood. I will explain each and everything. Don't worry about it. But understand this project object model structure exactly. Okay, how a POM file will be there. If you know, at least if someone asks you to go here and there in the pom.xml, also go to repository, you will be going there. If you don't know repository will be in pom.xml also, you can't go inside, right? That's the reason I'm explaining all these things exactly. Any Mule project is a Maven project, and any Maven project will have a pom.xml file. POM stands for project object model basically, and it is always in the root directory of project, and it will consist of configuration details, dependencies, repositories and plugins exactly. Okay, this is the session for today. Yeah, please let me know if there are any questions. Any questions?